That means every fucking thing to me.
Takkarist McKinley will go down in history as my favorite football player. I'm Brandon Perna. Welcome to That's Good Sports. I am wearing a dress. I know I look ridiculous. Stick with me. I agreed to wear the Cinderella dress if I won the Mile High Report Media Bracket Challenge. I won. I'm a man of my word. I said yes to the dress, so I wore the fucking dress. Now let me present the NFL Draft trailer from the first round of the draft with more dress wearing.
That means every fucking thing to me. Find me later, man. This means everything to me.
There you go. She's all ready, Captain.
Thanks, Billy.
NFL Draft 2017.
That means every fucking thing to me.
NFL Draft 2017.
God damn!
Men wear dresses.
Clown. Yeah, I saw him too.
Look,
That means every
it's all
fucking
connected
thing
by
to
the
me.
sewers. That's where it lives.
Norris! Yeah! Yeah!
I was gonna go to the NFL. I made that promise to her, man. 30 seconds later, she passed away.
This is the future of the NFL right here. Tough guys. Real men wear dresses.
It is the 2017 NFL Draft, and to celebrate, we will be drinking the blood of a bald eagle. It was an interesting first round of the draft, and just like every draft, NFL teams walk away filling many needs and plugging holes.
The Ravens have quite a few holes. They are likely to fill one of those holes. They're almost assuredly going to fill one of those holes.
Aditi kinky walla.
Assuredly going to fill one of those holes.
We love getting those football-sized holes filled by young, lean college boys. That's what the NFL Draft is about. The NFL is a manly sport. That's all I can say. We're going back to my new favorite player, a guy who probably didn't even make it through the draft without getting fined by Roger Goodell, and to me that means he is a badass, cool fucking dude.
I told her, before she passed away, I was gonna live my dream. I was gonna go D1. I was gonna go to the NFL. I made that promise to her, man. 30 seconds later, she passed away. And that's what I do it for her. Come on, man. God damn. That means every fucking thing to me.
And as a man who swears in every episode, that means every fucking thing to me. Put the name Takkarist McKinley in your brain. Don't forget it.
That means every fucking thing to me. Find me later, man.
More like find him never. Hashtag find him never. Let's get that trending.
God damn.
The most insightful piece of pre-draft information I saw was on the NFL Network.
Can play the deep half of the field, but can also come up and play nickelback.
It took me a minute to wrap my head around that.
Play nickelback.
This is how you remind me.
But it makes sense. Any guy willing to walk into an NFL locker room and play Nickelback
Look at this photograph.
is confident and ready to succeed in the NFL. Imagine changing James Harrison's music from this to this.
I'm alive. I'm alive.
Only future Hall of Famers do that. Now, Myles Garrett was selected #1 by the Cleveland Browns, who ended up having 3 picks in the first round of the draft, and I'll be willing to bet that he is the smartest pick they've made since selecting Joe Thomas. His similarities to Von Miller are insane. They both played at Texas A&M. They both played the same position. Both are nerds at heart, and both will be ferocious NFL pass rushers. The only real difference is Garrett will be forced to survive the career death nail that is the Cleveland Browns organization. Vonta Mack, no matter what. Again, the NFL Network just crushed their draft coverage today. They were absolutely hilarious.
Classic, so we might get to mix a little golf and football. All right, well, hopefully the Saints aren't yelling 4 after their pick at 11, but we'll keep it to it on that one. Randy Moss, thank you.
So Myles Garrett goes first, and then immediately the first trade happens. Yeah, Chicago traded one spot with the 49ers. The Bears gave up a 3rd rounder, a 4th rounder, and a 2018 3rd rounder to move one spot and select quarterback Mitchell Trubisky, making him the first quarterback taken in 2017. John Lynch is already making smart draft moves. John Elway, you better watch the fuck out because Lynch is headhunting your head. Another bit of a surprise is that the Chiefs traded up to the 10th spot to draft a quarterback, and they selected Patrick Mahomes from Texas Tech, which was actually a surprise because I thought they accidentally selected teen heartthrob Austin Mahone. Patrick Mahomes, Austin Mahone. I sort of wish it was Austin Mahone taking snaps in Kansas City next year so I could watch Von Miller and Shane Ray pummel the piss out of him. I've got a beef with Mahomes, all right? It goes way back, and I can't explain it to you. Snotty little shit needs to get what's coming to him. The Houston Texans traded down to the 12th spot where the Browns were sitting to select quarterback Deshaun Watson. So 3 quarterbacks went off the board in the first 12 picks. My question is, why do the Browns keep doing the Texans fucking favors? Yeah, we'll take Brock Osweiler off your hands, no problem. Yeah, we'll trade you the number 12 pick, no problem. And yeah, we'll kill Jerry Jones and make it look like Tony Romo did it, no problem. This is Cleveland. You will be the only team in Texas after we help you accomplish that for no real benefit to us, the Cleveland Browns. Now, moving on to the Broncos, our beloved Denver Broncos, John Elway, in what may be his last draft, selected Garrett Bolles at number 20. No trades, no surprises, no bullshit, and no big dick moves. The Broncos did not trade up and selected 0 Christian McCaffreys. Instead, they drafted Utah left tackle Garrett Bolles, who was the first lineman to go in the draft. The Broncos could have selected Reuben Foster, Cam Robinson, Ryan Ramczyk, but went with Bolles, who may very well be the best tackle in the draft. He might be. I was hoping for a playmaker, and the Broncos definitely need a left tackle. But something just doesn't feel right about the pick. At least it didn't when it happened. But then I started to think about that. Maybe this is a good move for the Broncos. Sure, we wanted a playmaker. We all wanted Christian McCaffrey, maybe Reuben Foster, whose shoulder injury we don't really give a fuck about because we think he can be great on defense. But when you think about it, when you think, what does it mean to draft a lineman with a Wonderlic score of 9? Why are people saying this pick is more puzzling than Guy Fieri's refusal to bring his haircut in the 21st century? Well, because those people don't understand football and they don't know the hidden rules of the draft. I love this pick. I'm not sure if Garrett Bolles will be good. Nobody can know that. But what the Broncos did was actually genius. John Elway drafted Bolles and his baby. That's right, this is the classic 2-for-1 deal. Denver now owns the rights to Bolles' son until he turns 30. Now in the NFL, the smart GMs know this as the Rafiki Rule, written in fine print in the official NFL draft rulebook. Rafiki, of course, is the baboon from The Lion King. Yes, and everything went perfectly for Bolles on stage, considering this could have happened. In which case, then the Broncos would have been forced to forfeit the pick. They would have had but more embarrassingly, they would have had to host the draft in Denver in 2018 and guarantee that nobody would boo Roger Goodell. I gotta give a lot of respect to the city of Philadelphia for giving Roger Goodell the strongest boos in NFL draft history. You made us all proud, Philadelphia. Now, let's get down to the brass tacks. What do you really need to know about Garrett Bolles? Well, If he had a superpower, he'd want it to be...
To fly. I want to fly. Fly like an eagle.
And why would he want to fly?
Cool to fly wherever you want instead of getting on an airplane and, getting your legs all crammed up, you can just slide.
To be more comfortable on planes. That's a problem I'll never understand. To me, planes have too much leg room. But Bolles is a big man. And Bolles has been referred to as the white Orlando Franklin. And since he is Mormon and spent 2 years doing his mission here in Denver, that means he's a little bit old for a college football player. He will be 25 by the time the season starts. So, with their biggest need addressed in the draft, expect the Broncos to start grabbing playmakers, whoever the hell they think those guys are, tomorrow and the next day. Also, big thanks to Cord Skaggs for shredding me this That's Good Broncos intro.
That's good, Broncos.
Cool recap of the first round. I said yes to the dress. What did you do today? I'm self-conscious about the fact that I'm not really filling out the top part of this dress. I wish my breasts were firmer. Thanks for watching another episode of That's Good Broncos. Make sure you subscribe here. Give me a follow on Twitter at Brandon Perna. As of tonight, Takkarist McKinley had 1,600 followers on Twitter. I bet you by tomorrow, with that F-bomb on the NFL Network, he has 25, 50,000 followers.